What's up, BW?
Hey, how's it going?
It's been good.
Hopefully, we got a few more people in here, but we have five at one point. They all left, but now we're down to one. Okay.
Okay. What the heck? Here, I'll do this. I'm gonna send this
Some
video to some
people.
people. Get some people in here.
Let's see.
Here we go. 3 people in
Alrighty. I guess we'll start off. Just kind of take it slow so some more people can join in. But I made a list that I'm going to be doing for all the feds, and then I'm going to talk about some stuff I wrote down about what you're doing. But I just want to know, when did you start making your pick fed? Like, when was your first video or whatever?
here. It was like early 2020, during quarantine. Very bored, and I discovered MDT and WSD,
Mm-hmm.
and got inspired. So I tried it out. It was very terrible, but yeah.
So, all right, sounds great. So you've been doing this for a little
Sure.
while now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I know you had a few title changes recently, but let's go over your current champions, if you will.
Okay, so the current hardcore champion is Roman Reigns, with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn winning the Ultimate X match for him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the tag team champions are me and Reese, RC. We won the Tower of Doom match with CM Punk. So, yeah.
So you have a tag titles, hardcore title, and then the TNT title.
Yeah, I'm not doing the TNT championship anymore because I'm doing matches. So,
Right, right. I think I remember that you combined that with one of the titles.
yeah.
All right, so you got to have rivalries and storylines in wrestling in general. So, what are some of the biggest rivalries you've had and that you have going on right now?
Okay, so the biggest story in HEW, it's still developing, it's not done or anything, but the biggest story in HEW is kind of this Tyson Kidd being Sami Zayn situation. All three of them were the startups in HEW, like their top guys when it started up. And then they've kind of just transitionally become hardcore champion, except Sami Zayn. He's the only person that has it. And he's failed a lot. And Tyson Kidd and The Fiend have screwed him over a lot. So it's kind of just a big story. Another big story was the Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Moxley rivalry,
Mm-hmm.
where Seth kind of was getting teamed up on by Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. So then Mox came in to save him, but then they had the locked in match, and Mox turned on Seth. Then Roman got the opportunity, and they had their big triple threat match at a New Era in the steel cage match.
Sounds like some great stuff. So, with that being said, what is the future plans for HEW?
Future plans. Okay. That's kind of exciting. So I want to do a WrestleMania show. I'm still gonna have a yearly WrestleMania show.
Mm-hmm.
That I've always wanted to have a WrestleMania show. Moving, like, I don't know, like a couple months, 3, 4 months. I'll be moving in the basement. So then
Yeah.
having a bigger arena will get that stuff. We'll all have a bigger arena. So
Yeah, that'd
that'll
be
be nice.
awesome. Yeah.
And just hardcore championship matches and tag team matches. Guess we'll see what comes down the line.
Yeah. Sounds awesome, dude. So do you have any upcoming shows or pay-per-views planned or announced yet?
Okay, so I don't have any upcoming shows or pay-per-views. I do have upcoming matches though. Um the upcoming hardcore championship match. We don't know yet. We'll know it'll be Roman Reigns' next challenger. That I'm letting the fans vote. I want to see what they want to see, and then I want to interpret it by doing the match types I want to do with that match.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then for the tag team championships, it'll be RC versus DX in a tag team Extreme Rules match.
Huh. Great stuff coming up. All right, we'll get into some of your top 5 stuff. Top 5 pick feds right now.
Top 5 pig feds right now. Whew. Oh,
Or
that's a
all
tough one.
time.
Okay. Okay. I'll have to go number 5, MDT, because he doesn't post that much, but I really do like his fed.
Yeah.
Number 4, I'll go Danny Meltzer. I feel like he's pretty good. He also has the same kind of issue as MDT, though he doesn't post that much.
Yeah.
Number 3, I'll go WSC because he's not really a pick fed. He's more of like kind of me, vid fed. Number 2, it's a tough one. Number 2, man, this is tough. I'm gonna have to go Harrison on number 2. I really like Harrison. He's a really good fed. I like him. And number 1, I'll have to go G Natty. I think he's just a really good poser and good story.
Yeah. There's some great answers. Now let's get like a top 5 of some underrated feds that you think people should know about.
Ooh, okay. This is not in any specific order. I think Baller Boy Entertainment's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Reese, I think he's developing. I think he's getting pretty good. I think you're pretty good. I mean, yeah, I try to get the time to watch some feds, but it's kind of hard and stuff.
Yeah, I understand that. All right, let's I asked this question with World's Greatest Wrestling last time, and he said he didn't want to get any hate. But who are some of your top overrated pick feds that they got a lot of followers, a lot of views, but you just don't understand why? You just don't like them.
Huh. That's a tough one. I don't know. I don't really dislike feds. Huh. Um, hmm. I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that. It's not that I don't want to get into it, it's that I can't.
I get
I don't
you. Alrighty, let's get into some of your favorite things of wrestling. We'll start off with what are some of your favorite matches of all time that you've seen, that you watched on TV or in person?
Huh, that's good. Uh I think the Roman versus Jey Uso I Quit match in the Hell in a Cell was really, really good. Shawn versus Taker at WrestleMania, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think Roman versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan was also really, really good. Brock versus Roman at SummerSlam was really entertaining to watch. It was a different type of match.
Mm-hmm.
And hmm, I think people like Seth Rollins have entertaining matches all the time, so he's a person I like to watch. I think most of his matches are pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
hmm So there's a few companies out there right now. There's been a few in history of wrestling. What is your favorite wrestling company?
Okay, so my favorite is WWE. I don't know. I got hooked as a kid. My cousin was a big WWE fan. I got hooked as a kid from him. His favorite wrestler was John Cena, and I was like, oh yeah. But I don't know. I can't really get away from it. I've tried, can't. I think AEW is pretty good too. I thought 2021 was an awesome year for them.
hmm
2022 has been pretty good. I don't know. I don't haven't got into their shows like in a bit. Um, yeah, they're up there. I think Ring of Honor can be good. I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of it, but I've seen a couple matches and I was like, oh, that's not bad. So,
hmm So to kind of carry off of that, what is your favorite show to watch right now? Like Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Impact,
hmm,
Dynamite,
I think
Rampage?
I think it's gonna have to be ah ah ah. That's tough because I haven't really watched the shows. I've just been watching the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Um, I say if I do watch a show, it's probably Monday Night Raw because they have a pretty stacked roster.
hmm
Um, SmackDown, I'd say it's good, but I feel like they just need to get more of a roster built together.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of moments in wrestling. What are some of your favorite moments that you can remember?
Okay, so two of the moments come from WrestleMania 30. One of them was when the Undertaker's streak ended. I thought that was pretty
hmm
awesome. It was shocking, I guess. It wasn't awesome, but it was shocking.
Yeah.
Um, and then Daniel Bryan's win. It was really, really cool, like the celebration and stuff, and nobody thought he was going to win. So,
Some great moments. So you mentioned John Cena earlier about your cousin's favorite wrestler. Who are some of your favorite wrestlers now and of all time?
okay, so some of my favorite wrestlers, I gotta say Randy Orton. He's always been my favorite. Sucks he's injured right now. Him, Roman Reigns is just these past 2 years have been great. Seth Rollins has been phenomenal lately.
hmm
Uh, and I think Sami Zayn's just an awesome character. I don't know. I've always liked Sami Zayn.
Yep. All right. So I mentioned storylines earlier for pick feds. What are some of your favorite storylines in wrestling?
Okay. Um, I'll have to say the Shield one. The Shield one was pretty good.
hmm
Uh, Daniel Bryan's whole journey to win that WrestleMania match, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
The Bloodline storyline has been pretty good. You can't really judge a storyline until the ending
Yeah.
happens because the ending can change how you feel about a story real quick. Um, yeah, I mean, those are some good stories.
So there's a lot of pay-per-views that WWE puts on. What is some of your favorite pay-per-views of all time going? Can do WWE, AEW, any company.
Okay, I have to start out saying AEW All Out 2021. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
Um, WrestleMania 30,
Mhm.
SummerSlam 2013.
Yeah.
And WrestleMania, like the most recent WrestleMania, and I thought that was pretty good, but the main event kind of brung it down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's some of my favorites.
All right, I know you're in a pick Fed tag team with Reese. What are some of your favorite tag teams in wrestling?
Ooh, okay. I do like the Young Bucks.
Yeah, they're good.
House of Black was pretty good. I thought they were really entertaining.
Hmm.
The Usos, the Wyatt family, the Bloodline.
Yeah.
I think the Hardys are also really, really entertaining.
Yeah.
And for what it was, I think Stone Cold and Triple H tag team in 2001 was pretty fun to watch. Like going back and watching that was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. All right, there's been a lot of different versions of world championships, tag championships, lower mid card championships. What's your favorite championship design and why?
Huh. Okay. This might this might get a little controversial. I don't know why. I think the WWE Championship spinner belt is probably got to be my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It might be nostalgia, but that belt is just really, it looks really good. And all the people that held it, I don't know. I don't know. It's probably my favorite.
Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of figures out there. What are some of your favorite figures that you've had or seen that you've not had?
Okay, so the CM Punk Walmart exclusive is really, really good.
Yeah.
The Jeff Hardy Ultimate Edition, like the most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Omega's Unmatched, his first. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
And Seth Rollins' Elite 93. I thought that was pretty good too.
93. All right. I know you haven't been a part of a lot of eras of wrestling, but they got all of that on Peacock and whatever, and you can go back and watch all this. But what's your favorite era of wrestling from like
Favorite era?
PG era?
This is tough because going back and watching Ruthless Aggression era is also really entertaining. Matches like Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio as being a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to say Ruthless Aggression because it's just the most fun one to go back and watch and stuff.
Yeah, I would agree on that one. All right. Well, this is what's your favorite part about pick fetting or video fetting, whatever you want to call it?
Okay, I think it's to see the fans' reactions to what I film. It's entertaining to be able to go to my videos and watch the live chat like while everything is happening and see the fans' reactions because it's just like, well, that's why I make that. And because to get a reaction on people, it's also something I like to do. But don't get me wrong, that's my favorite part of pick fetting is seeing the reactions out of people because I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's always great. So there is a Christmas coming real soon. I don't know if you celebrate that, but what are some figures or accessories or anything wrestling related that you're wanting to get?
Okay. So I've put on my Christmas list, I want the War Games.
Yeah,
I feel like that'd be really fun to film with and stuff.
yeah, get that too.
That I have put on there. Crap, now I'm blanking. Wait. Okay, so I kind of forgot. Not gonna lie. Oh wait, Brock Lesnar Ultimate Edition is the newest one.
Yeah, well, I
That's
that too.
the Hollywood Hogan Ultimate Edition. I feel like that's cool. I put that on there. And Rock's Ultimate Edition. I put that on there too.
Okay. So there's always stuff you can add or change with your pick feds. What are some things that you would like to change or add to your company?
Hmm. I'd like to add more creative match types. I sit down and try to figure some out, but it's like this doesn't happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, I'd like to add those. I've basically added everything I want right now, I guess, in my company. Or I'd like to add more superstars. But the green for the HEW was getting a little tiresome, so I changed it to blue and red. And I think the blue and red's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
I think it fits the theme more of what I'm going for.
Alrighty. So I noticed you set up a new arena. If it's possible, could you show the people watching right now, or if not, that's
Yeah,
fine. You
sure.
can talk about it if you want. But
It's a little messy right now, but yeah, it's a little messy getting for the thumbnail and stuff, but
not bad though, not bad. So for people on here that don't have an arena set up yet, kind of give them a little step-by-step on how you did your arena and what you think they should do to start making one.
okay, so I think you need to have a crowd, not the crowd background. That's not really that necessary, but a crowd is a good start. I feel like it makes it have more of an arena feel.
Yeah.
Having a crowd, and it's just cool. Sometimes you can interact with it and like have people fly off stuff into the crowd or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Want an announce table? You want a ring? Obviously, you need a ring, probably, maybe, I guess, whatever kind of fit you're doing. I recommend getting LED lights. I feel like LED lights kind of just light up the place and give it more of an arena feel. Again, um, barricades they come in handy.
Yeah.
It, again, gives it more of an arena feel. The TV it gives it more of a modern day wrestling type arena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that one. I would show mine off, but I got a match that hasn't been announced going on in the ring, so I don't really. That's why I came over to the Horizon Arena here. But yeah, I got a TV set up and everything. My crowd could be a little bigger, but it's all right for what it is.
if you guys are wondering where I got this crowd for now, it is from WrestleListic. Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine from there too. They
It
got
works
pretty
really
good
good.
stuff. You can kind of see it back there.
Oh
Um, um, what made you fall in love with wrestling? What got you started into being a fan?
So circling back around to my cousin,
Mm-hmm.
going to his house every Friday night, him watching SmackDown and stuff. And I was like, what is this? So I sat there and watched it. I kind of fell in love with wrestling like at the age of 4. and just kept on watching it. And I did draw away from it for a little bit when I was like 10, and I still had that was before I had my YouTube channel, but uh, I did draw away from it, which sucks. But missed out on a lot of pay-per-views like WrestleManias and stuff like that. But what got me into love, I guess, was all the fighting and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is cool. All these people beating up each other and seeing Big Show choke slamming Mark Henry on a stage and crap. And I'm like, what is this? And I don't know, it's just entertaining. And instead of watching a cartoon or something, I was watching wrestling. And yeah.
All right, we'll get back into some of the pick fed questions here. Takes a lot of work doing this stuff, so you gotta have a least favorite part about it all. What is your least favorite part about the fed?
Least favorite part. That's I all the editing probably. Like some days I just want to film it and get it out without having to edit or anything.
Yeah.
Editing gets tiresome, adding all the sound effects, the crowd, commentating. It's
Yeah.
like,
That's why I kind of started this Horizon League, so I can get more content out and not have to. I can do it the whole show in like a day. And for my main show, it takes almost a whole day just do one match. So that's about 3 days for matches alone, and then another day for editing, and it takes almost a long time to do this stuff. But this pick fetting stuff is so much faster and easier.
yeah,
We got someone asking. They just joined. So you started in late 2020 or early 2020 again?
early 2020. So about 2 years.
About 2 years. Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, he started up in 2020. That's great. So there's a few people in here I know that are just getting started. I think GW is fairly new. Baylor Rico, he's fairly getting new and starting his up. What would you tell them to help them start their pick fed? Uh, like what they need to do to get it started and stuff.
I'd say you want to get good figures first. Then try to just create storylines. Like I obviously you want to start off, get your champions and stuff, but once you get your champions, build stories, build entertaining stories too, creative, not stealing from AEW or WWE, but like just creative stories. Try to also, I think this is an interesting way to do stuff, but I've seen it work a lot. Is instead of using all of the wrestlers that are in like AEW and WWE, building your own people, like not so big names. I feel like that works pretty good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd also you want to advertise, like get on Instagram and TikTok and post your stuff. Oh, this is out now, or
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. Try to get talk to bigger feds or someone that knows this fed or knows that, and try to link yourself with stuff because I feel like I've done that a few times and it's worked. Like, I've talked to WGW, stuff like that. I've gotten to know bigger feds and stuff.
All right. Well, someone's asking if you use your phone or a camera to do your filming.
I use my phone and then I just edit on this app called Video Guru. Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. So run us through us through your process for your shows. Like, how do you plan them? How do you put them together and all that?
So I kind of want to just do hardcore championship match, tag team championship match. Uh, then you know, yeah. So hardcore championship match, tag team championship match. I let the fans choose because I feel like I'd rather let them see what they want to see because I've
Mhm.
these past 2 years have been filming what I've wanted to film and not what they wanted to see. So what I'm doing is letting them pick and then filming the match that the people in the match that they want to see, but filming the match type that I want to make. So so far it's been working out pretty good. I've been averaging, I'd say, 100 views per video.
That's
Um,
really good.
yeah, I mean, a year ago, I was averaging 20, so that's not bad.
Yeah. My views on YouTube aren't very great, but they're all right. Since I just started, not to. I don't even think it's been a year yet. But yeah, YouTube's hard to grow on, I think. So,
Yeah.
do you plan your stuff out ahead of time, or you just do that on the fly, or what's your process on planning your upcoming stuff?
It used to be all planned out. It used to have it used to be all planned out. Like this happens for this reason because this is gonna happen. Now it's like it kind of just all happens on the fly now.
Hmm.
Um, I try to interpret stories as much as I possibly can in these matches with the fans picking. Um, it's kind of hard, but I've enjoyed a lot of it. Like this Wyatt family. The Wyatt family's been fun with Seth Rollins and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's more or less on the fly now. It used to be all planned out. Like a year ago, I had plans for 2026 that are not going to happen. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, there's some guys on here that are just starting out. What would you tell them the best way to grow your pick fed and to get views and followers?
You wanna okay, so what you wanna do is make the videos you wanna make at first. Make the stories you wanna do. Make them entertaining. Post it. Try to post like like make a schedule more or less. I post almost every day. I try. Posting every day is hard, but it gets you more views.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say being consistent with your fetting, because like you don't want to make a pay-per-view and then go off for 3 months and then come back and act like it was never gone. Um,
Yeah.
you want to be consistent. You also like if you're doing it on YouTube, you want to answer your comments and stuff. And I've had some altercations with hate comments, but
Hmm.
I don't let them get to my head. I just said, well, okay, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. I'd say getting into hate comments and fighting with them kind of makes the YouTuber themselves look bad
Hmm.
uh, from a fan's view. Um, I'd say try to talk to as many fedders as possible too. Try to just get a different view on Fed because it's an interesting world. Um, and everybody has different ideas, and maybe it sparks a idea in you and to do something different.
Yeah. That's how this Horizon came along. Someone else was starting their developmental show, and I was like, huh, I like that. I want to do that myself. But Survivor Series was Saturday, right? What were your
Yeah,
thoughts? If you watched that, what were your thoughts on that?
I actually thought it was a pretty good show. I slept through the women's championship match though, so
Yeah,
I don't know how that was.
I just
Um,
skipped to that one.
I thought the War Games match between the Bloodline and Drew, who was all in that. I
Yeah,
thought that was really, really good. I thought the story in that was good. I liked how Sammy, because I kind of thought it was just gonna be predictable. Oh yeah, Sammy turns on the Bloodline for Kevin Owens. No, he stayed loyal. I was like, wow, okay.
hmm
I thought that was a good idea. Women's match was also really entertaining.
yeah.
I just the United States Championship match was good. I thought I'd give it a 9. I'd give it a 9. I don't know how the women's match was though. I'd have to. It's probably the only thing holding that back from a 10. But or
Yeah.
else I thought it was a really good show. Well, I'll give it an 8.5 actually because the women's match was pretty botchy. Like there was a lot of botches.
Yeah. So that was pretty much all the questions I had that I'm going to ask probably every Fed. But I got some notes here. You recently did a brand change. Your color schemes were green and all that. Now you just did this brand change. What was the reason for that, and why did you do that?
I felt like the green didn't match the hardcore style enough. Like
Mm-hmm.
it looked good, but I was kind of just tired of having every pay-per-view green, the same color. I can't change it to any other color. Like now, if I want, I can have like one blue or one orange, or I can have it both. Thing. I like that I can do different styles now. It's just it fits the hardcoreness better because now I added barbed wire and the flames and stuff, and it just looks better. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll show you like one of those so you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like it. I need to get me one of those made ring skirts. Mine's not very good right now, but so your most recent pay-per-view, I believe, was Britain Beatdown. Uh, am I correct on that?
The most recent pay per view was Dark Revenge. I didn't do Britain Beatdown because that was like when I changed from show to matches. So I did
Uh,
do one match from it though. It was Seth Rollins versus CM Punk.
yeah. All right. Yeah, I saw that match. So it was Dark Revenge was your last pay-per-view. For the people that didn't see that, you want to just quickly go over what happened on that show?
So it kicked off with the tag team championship match between RC, Young Bucks, and Judgment Day. RC won. Then it was, I believe it was Bray Wyatt versus Kenny Omega. Bray Wyatt and Cross just destroyed Kenny Omega and took him, and Bray Wyatt kind of just controlled Kenny Omega for a bit. And then after that was what was it? This is not going to be in order. I'm just doing what I can remember right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was then the TNT Championship match between Walter and Jeff Hardy. That Jeff Hardy beat Walter. Then I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was the 3 stages of Hell match between Seth and John Cena versus Roman and Drew McIntyre, and whoever won became Hardcore and Evolution champion. And it ended with John Cena and Drew McIntyre in the ambulance flying off the building, crashing onto a field, and blowing up the ambulance. So that's how that pay-per-view ended.
Wow. All right. Well, you are in a tag team with your buddy Reese. How did that come along, and how did you decide on how you wanted those figures to look?
Okay, so how that came along was I met this guy on Instagram. well, two of them. I met Elijah Wrestling and Canadian Violence Wrestling. I joined their live one night, and we just sat there and talked for hours, and then we all of us seen this guy named I think his name at the time was Hardcore Ballasting. Yeah, and we were like, oh, that's interesting. So we invited him to the live because he was there, and we all just talked for hours, and then we were gonna have this thing where it was gonna be Canadian Violence, me and Reese fighting the Bloodline at WrestleMania. We all got into a team, and then Canadian Violence kind of just, he didn't really talk to us anymore. We kind of got into it. Don't want to get into that too much, but
Mm-hmm.
then me and Reese were like, okay, we'll just do the tag team then because we were going to commentate together. We realized we couldn't do that, so we are like, well, we'll just do a tag team then. So we did the tag team. It turned out it was really fun. He was like, I want to be more of a skinnier, high flyer guy. I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. So I gave him the road dog body to be a little skinnier, and with the kick pads and stuff, it made him look like a high flyer. Then I gave myself the Triple H body because I wanted my guy to be more of a uh, hard-hitting power guy,
Mm-hmm.
more like that.
All right, so you don't. I guess you technically do, but you don't really have a world heavyweight champion. You use the hardcore title. I know
Right.
you talk about wanting your stuff to be hardcore. Is that kind of why you're having the hardcore title as your so-and-so world championship?
Yeah. I just think it fits better because, with HEW being hardcore era wrestling, I was like, I don't want to just have a normal world championship. If I had a hardcore championship, I feel like it'd be better,
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was gonna have a hardcore championship, I wouldn't want it to be mid card. I'd want it to be more of a main event championship. So that's what it ended up being.
And you mentioned this earlier, but I noticed you did started some fan voting on YouTube. I don't know if you've done any on Instagram that much, but talk about how that came along and why you started to do that.
Well, I've been doing the stuff I wanted to do for a couple years now, and I figured this is gonna sound bad. I know this is gonna come out wrong. I'm probably gonna have to redo it, but I wanted to get my fans more into it, and maybe I'd get more views because it's what the fans want to see, and it's not all for the views. Also, I want to see what they want to see and how it comes out and stuff, and if they do like it. This is an experiment. This is probably not going to last forever. Like not for the length of the YouTube channel. It's more of an experiment to see how it works and stuff. So far I think it's working fine. I just wanted to get the fans more involved. I feel like they don't really have they're not really involved, and I wanted to give them more of a voice in HEW.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with the social media title. I just recently had a poll on Instagram and Facebook on which member of the House of Black they'd like to see face Cody Rhodes next, and you'll see that on Resurgence when it comes out. But yeah, I really think fan voting is a great way to get the fans involved.
Yeah.
Now, my last guest did a awards thing. It didn't turn out very well because a lot of hate and people being upset and all that. But you are doing a Slammy Awards. Would you like to talk more about that and how that comes along?
Okay, so this is gonna sound funny. So I actually did get the idea from the awards that he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I'm not going to do a pick fed awards because I don't want it to end up how his ended up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna do my Fed Awards and kind of do how WWE does it.
Hmm.
I always have me and Reese host it and stuff.
Yeah, I'm working on one as well. It's probably going to be next year till I get it out, but after my pay-per-view, and the pay-per-view is not going to be ready till next year. But I'm also working on one. I got a lot of it done. I just need to do the fans voting. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So I think let's move on to some shows coming up. I think you posted you're having your next show as a Christmas show. I'm not sure if that's right or not.
So my next show will probably be WrestleMania. I decided I wasn't going to do the Christmas show because
Oh,
I was scheduling myself too much to where I'm gonna have this come out on Halloween, this come out on Christmas,
yeah,
stuff
that's
like that.
super hard to do.
And I was like, that's just too much stress. I was rushing stuff. I was like, I'm just gonna do the matches because then I do the stuff that I want to do
Hmm.
and get it out when I want to do it too, and not have to wait for the story to develop.
Yeah, that's why I'm just gonna do probably like 4 pay-per-views a year, if that, so I can just put them whenever I want, but in like order. They're not gonna be in the same month every time. But yeah, someone just asked, "What's your?" I don't know if she's talking to me or you, but what is your next? What was your next pay-per-view coming up?
Uh, Probably WrestleMania in like 2023.
WrestleMania. My next one is Riot. We just finished the X Division ladder match qualifications. You'll see more about that on Resurgence. We're working on the women's title tournament. Right now it's Becky in that. We still got to see Britt Baker and Nyla Rose go out to see who goes to the finals. But yeah, there's going to be more news about that on Resurgence. Going to be working on I don't know what I want to do for this development. I'm thinking a takeover something, but I want to do a tournament type thing as well. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's my next coming pay per view. But we'll continue with HEW here. Got another question. John Moxley. I think I saw him recently return to your show.
Well, so what happened? Okay, so he won. He won the match. Royal Rumble, making him TNT champion against Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa. He went on at WrestleMania to face Roman Reigns and Jey Uso in that triple threat match for the Evolution and TNT Championship, which Roman ended up winning, but Roman didn't take the TNT Championship because he said it wasn't on his level, and he didn't want that thing that Mox touched on even touching it. Or, it's not worthy of it. So then Mox got the belt back to him. He defended it against Johnny Gargano. That was his last defense. Then he lost the belt because of the injury. He got injured by Johnny. So then there was a tournament turned into a gauntlet match. The winner of the gauntlet match faced Jeff Hardy at Dark Revenge, and then Dark Revenge happened, and Jeff Hardy was the TNT champion, and then the Evolution Championship, UFC Championship, and TNT Championship all got vacated because of just having matches now. So, yeah.
All right. I noticed a while back you had your first women's match. Is there any plans for the women division in HEW, or is that just cut out completely?
I think, well, I'm probably going to hold it back, if anything. I do want to do it. I'm probably going to just hold it back though because I just want to do tag team and hardcore right now.
All right. So there's some people on here that might not know how to make this stuff, but how do you make your graphics for your show and all that stuff?
I go to this app called Thumbnail Maker. Sounds generic. It is. Then I just find a background, usually off Google.
Yeah.
Recently I've been making mine off YouTube, with like the moving graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been taking, so how I do the PNGs for like the wrestlers, I take pictures of them, cut out the background, and then it's on the moving graphics.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, uh, making logos and stuff, I usually either do it by text on the thumbnail maker or get it off the internet and edit it and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
So more on those, I noticed you do, I think they're custom entrance videos. I don't know if you made
I
those.
do. Yeah. I have a whole YouTube channel full of them. Actually.
That's really cool. So if you want to go in a little bit on that, maybe shout out that channel as well.
Okay, so I decided when like after WrestleMania, because I was doing custom WrestleMania entrances and just putting them in playlists, and I was like, well, okay, I could put it on a channel and make all of my wrestlers custom Titantrons. So over the time when these wrestlers have been having their matches, I've been making them custom Titantrons, and that's just kind of been their Titantrons. But yeah, it's very interesting. That channel has gotten copyrighted on all of its videos, which
Yeah.
sucks. One of my videos on there, I think it's Seth Rollins' custom Titantron, has like 5,000 views. I'm like, whoa, okay. Something like that. I might be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I know it has 1,000 something, or I know it's like up there in the thousands. But yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I don't have any more questions for you, but hopefully the fans do. So this is the time. Invite some people in here, people that's watching. If you want any questions on HEW's Pick Fed or my Pick Fed, just any wrestling related questions, now's the time to ask them.
Yeah, bring it on. I'm ready.
Normally this part doesn't go well because people start leaving towards the end. I try to let them answer some questions, but we'll wait a few minutes.
See if anything shows up. To keep this going while there's nobody talking, or nobody asking questions. I don't know if you've seen the Tower of Doom match, but somebody's hand got chopped off. So yeah,
What?
I'll
Wow.
just leave that there. Yeah. Uh, yeah.
It's like WWC and Baylor are the ones who's watching. All right, here we go. WWC Wrestling asks, what's your favorite video?
Is that of mine or just in general?
I'm not sure. Can you give
I'll
us a
do
little?
both. I'll do both.
All right.
Um, so my favorite, what was it? Favorite video?
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite video that's not from me is probably GCW WrestleMania 10. Full show. My favorite video from me, probably Halloween Havoc 2021. My favorite match, it's 20 minutes long. I don't know. It's just a really.
Well, I guess I'll answer this. Man, I don't even know. There's so many videos I've watched. I'm constantly watching videos on YouTube. Oh. I don't know. I can't name any videos right now. But I guess for mine was probably my first pay-per-view is my favorite video. That was oh shoot, Point Blank Point Blank Revolution or something like that. Point Blank was my first pay-per-view, and I thought that was my favorite video. Baylor asked if you are planning on doing any crossover matches with any other feds.
Okay, I guess I'll break the news now, I guess. So me and Reese are planning on doing these fantasy net. Okay, this is a cool concept I kind of wanted to bring out to the Pickford community. So we're gonna do 2 matches every month during 2023, and it'll
Yep.
be fantasy matches. So like both of our fantasy matches that we want to see every month during 2023. And once it's all done after 2023, we'll put it up in a full show and we'll let that play out.
Sounds like an awesome idea.
Yeah.
Be a lot of fun. I don't think I'd have the time to do that. But yeah. All right. Hopefully, we get some more questions in here. Any questions at all? Just off the top of your heads, guys. I can also. Yeah, so that's a really good concept and idea. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Sounds like a big video at the end of the year, though.
Yeah. It's dude, 2 months or 2 matches per month. By the way, it's not just being done by me, it's being done by both of us. So there'll be 1 match by us that's a fantasy match per month during 2023. Sounds like a lot. It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. Well, let's see. So we got some viewers here. If you got any questions at all, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
We got
What
a
are your
question.
go-to specialty matches? Okay. My go-to ones, it has to be Extreme Rules. I don't know. That's like the most hardcore match, or like usually when the hardcore championship is being defended, that's like if there's not a special, if there's not like uh, not like a special match type or anything. It's usually just Extreme Rules. Specialty matches. I love doing ELC matches. I just made a new Tower of Doom. Like I just made a new match type. This time finally didn't get called or didn't get told I was copying WSC. But yeah, that I'll have to say 3 Stages of Hell match. Like that's another go-to one. I've only got to do one, but that's one that always pops up right in the mind, and it's just like, well, I really want to do that. I just want to get a good story, like something that's worthy of it.
Yeah. I haven't really done very many specialty matches. I guess I've done a bull rope match. I've done a 2 no rules match at my first pay-per-view. But I really haven't done anything else. I'm really excited for this upcoming X Division ladder match. That's going to be hard to film with 6 guys in there, but I think I'm just going to do a lot of spots and have guys resting around and spots going on all the time, just so it's easy to do. But yeah, I can't wait to do my.
To answer his question one more time, Ultimate X is also another one that's like a go-to match. Okay, WWC. What is your favorite figure? Already kind of answered this. I named a few figures. My favorite figure. That's a tough one. Hmm, that's a tough one. Definitely not the Cody Rhodes Supreme because
Yeah.
that thing is complete trash. I'm not happy with that. I thought it was going to be better. His butterfly joints are loosey goosey. The whole thing's just loose and his boots are falling off and crap. I just opened it like a week ago. Um,
Mine's doing pretty well, though.
yeah, I mean, I removed the arms a couple times to do an entrance, and it just went loose, and I'm like, well, that sucks. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But my favorite figure, well, I just named down my least favorite figure, I guess. My favorite figure has to be, ooh, this is tough, but I'm going to have to go with the Elite 93 Seth Rollins. Um, Figure is just immaculate in the hand. It is awesome to pose. And it just looks really good too. His Elite 99 figure should be amazing. By the way, the new reveals today.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see those or not.
Yeah, those were. I don't know which one I liked the most.
I'm gonna have to go with the Cody Ultimate or I got a little sneak peek at the jacket and the head scan and stuff since I bought that early.
Yeah. The jacket's pretty great. Cloth. Can't go wrong with a cloth jacket.
Yeah.
We've got another question here. What do you use to put everything in one so you don't forget?
Mm,
What do you?
I don't. Yeah.
I
Maybe
this.
get more specific.
Yeah, but I got this book here. I'm starting to write stuff in, but I was using Google Docs to write stuff
Oh,
in.
that's what it is. That's what it is.
But
Okay, yeah,
yeah,
I use Google Docs. I used to do paper, but then I lose the papers and stuff. Yeah, I do Google Docs. One Google Doc. Um, I deleted a lot of stuff out of it and put a lot of stuff in it.
yeah. Well, looks like LEW is also in the process of 3 stages of hell. So that's cool. Let's
Yeah.
see. Still got a few people in here.
What is considered like your top pay-per-views for the year? Okay, well, mine now, I guess, is WrestleMania. That's the only pay-per-view I'm doing now. This is more of a BWF question, I guess.
I've only done one pay-per-view, so um, I don't know if he means pick feds or wrestling, but
Oh yeah, that's true. Um,
I've only had one pay-per-view, and that was Point Blank. I did pretty well on that. I think my next pay-per-view is going to be even better because I'm going to have 3 title matches instead of just one, and I think it's we said pick feds, but yeah, Point Blank is my top one so far. I'm coming with Riot soon. I'm still thinking of ideas for 2 other ones, but I don't really want to do. I want to come up with my own names and stuff, so I don't think I'm gonna do like a Royal Rumble or a WrestleMania type thing. But yeah, I am planning on maybe a Rumble for the Riot, calling it Riot Rumble, and have a different theme for that. But that'll be something later down the line that I bring up. But yeah.
what I think would be a cool concept would be for like a Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Would be like you have, let's say you have 15 entrants. And 2 people come in at a time, and you have to go under the bottom rope. to get eliminated. I feel like that'd be interesting.
Hmm. That'd be kind of difficult, but
Yeah, it'd be difficult to film. It'd be pretty entertaining to watch.
yeah. But yeah, I guess I'll tell. I am gonna do a Riot Rumble for the pay-per-view. Um, I'm thinking it's gonna be a hardcore themed Royal Rumble type deal, or something like the casino that what AEW does, where like 5 people come in at a time during a certain amount of time. But I'll figure it out
Yeah.
later. But we got another question here. What do you use to have everything in one? To create it.
You mean like to put all the pictures in one, or like video, all the videos in one? Get like an app. Like, well, what do you do to like, make the final product? Um, I've already said it, but I use well. So this is, I guess, it's Android exclusive or something. I don't know. I guess iPhone users don't have this app, but it's I use my phone. I have this app called Video Guru. I make all my Titantrons, all my matches, all my shows. It just works really good. I guess it's Android exclusive though, so iPhone users don't have it.
Hmm. And I have an iPhone, so I use this app called Splice. It is $75 a year, so it's not free,
Mine,
but
mine,
it works pretty well. And I did start out using the iPhone one, the iPhone movie, and it is god awful. It takes up so much space. You can't make your stuff move. You can only have it like at point 0.5, and I need my guys to be like 0.5 seconds, and I need for them to walk, it needs to be around like point 0.2 or lower to make it look like they're actually running. So
yeah.
iMovie is garbage. So if you have that on your iPhone, I'd just get rid of it because takes up a huge amount of room. But if you're wanting to edit, you will have to pay for it. I don't know if there's any really good free ones that are going to work good enough for you.
I mean, that's on iPhone. Samsung, the Video Guru app, it's free and it works. I mean, Danny Meltzer uses it too, so
Mm-hmm.
um, I mean, I used the app before him, but I heard it from, or like I don't know if I used it before him. I was using the app and then heard that he used it, and I was like, okay, well, maybe this isn't a bad app. And
Yeah.
but they add new stuff every month and stuff, so new effects, new ways to do stuff. And I think it's a really good free app. You obviously can probably improve, but um, I think it's really good for being free.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
Video.
It's only Android exclusive though, so that sucks. It sucks for iPhone users. Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm. Well, we've been talking for almost an hour here. I think that's pretty good spot to stop unless we got some more questions that come in. Looks like you're going to get a follow, but yeah, everyone go follow HEW. He's doing some really great stuff. Make sure to definitely follow his YouTube. He posts full videos there most of the time. Um, but yeah, let's get to know your Fed, and our next guest will be next Monday. It is TEW. After this, I will be posting the graphic. So yeah, that's get to know your Fed. Got some big names coming at the end of the year, and just we're gonna be skipping the 26th of December because it's right next to Christmas. So I don't really want to do it then, and I'll also be skipping the 2nd of January. So January 9th, we'll have a huge guest. I can't wait to announce him. But yeah, the next guest will be next week on Monday. TEW Wrestling. Yeah, I'll be posting about that next. He said his worst WWE figure.
Oh,
Okay. Hey, appreciate it, David. Appreciate it. We'll answer that question real quick, I guess.
worst WWE figure? I think it has to be the Big E, like Big E's first New Day Elite. They're so stiff and bad.
Can't think of one. Uh,
You also don't use a lot of WWE Elites.
yeah, I don't really. I got a bunch, but I only get the ones I like, so I
Yeah.
don't know if it's bad or. But yeah, I don't know. I like this one could be a lot of people's worst, but I think this fucking figure is great. So I don't know. I don't even know what would be the worst. But yeah, thanks everyone.
Yep.
Coming next week, I'll be posting that after this, and make sure to follow HEW. See you later.
See you guys.
Bye.